Hello, my name is Fernando. I work for BMCC. Today I'm going to show you how to apply for FAFSA. So first thing is find the website. The website is fafsa.gov. Going to prompt it to this page. It's going to click login. And you're going to click I'm the student. Then if you do not have an account, just click create one. You will need your first name, last name, middle name, initial, date of birth, and social security number. Also an email which you have access, okay? And it's pretty quick to create an account, okay? So after you create your account, or if you already have one, you just need to log in here. And we log in by clicking next. We accept the disclaimer. And they wanna ask you to check which one you wanna apply. If you wanna do the 2019, 2020, or the 2020, 2021. In our case, we want to do the 2020, 2021 because it concerns the fall semester 2020 and the spring semester 2021. You're going to create a save key. In this case, I'm putting just 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be anything you like. We click next. And it's going to prop this window. This is just information about the application. You can read it if you want. We click next and we start the application. So these are all the steps that we need to complete to submit it. First step is the student demographics. You have to make sure that all the information that is typed right here is correct. If it's incorrect, just change it. And if it's empty, just add the information, okay? The same thing here about your email and phone number, same thing here about your address. Now, do you live in Maryland for at least 5 years? In this case, you see it says Maryland. It depends on the state that you put in your address in the previous page. If you put, for example, New York. Now it says New York. If you do, you select yes. If you don't know, then you select the state which you claim legal state of residency. In this case, New York. If you've been living in New York before this date, then just click yes. If no, just say no and put the date. And then this is a very important information, asking you if you are a US citizen. So if you are, you select yes. If you are not, then you have these two options. So if you are a permanent resident or an asylee, you will have to select this option, which is a no, but I'm an eligible non-citizen. So, and if you are not any of these options, such as, again, permanent resident, asylee, or citizen, then you will have to select no, I'm not a citizen or eligible non-citizen. And if you select this option, you won't be able to get financial aid, this third option. I'll continue through the application. And next part, asking you about your high school completion. You select what you get, a high school diploma, GED, or other thing. Then the degree that you are working for is you come into BMCC, you are working for an associate degree. So you're gonna select one of these two. It doesn't really matter which one you choose. After that, they're going to ask you if you already have a bachelor's degree before this date. So if you do, then you have to select yes. If you don't, no. Now, if you do have one, then you won't be able to qualify for financial aid because financial aid just works for your first bachelor's degree. Now, what will your college grade level be at the beginning of this period? If you never attended the college before, then this. If you have already 1 semester or more, here. And if you have 24 credits or more, this, and so on, okay? Are you interested in being considered for work study? If you do, yes. If you don't, no. But if you are not sure, you select you can select don't know, but I recommend to select yes. because you may get an offer, and if you like the job, you can take it, and if you don't like it, you can reject it. Are you a male or a female? So if you select that you're a male or a female, normally when you select that you're a male, in this case, because of the account that I'm using is a account of a female, it doesn't prompt it. But normally when you are a male, they will prompt you another option saying that if you are enrolled in the selected service system. So if you are enrolled, if you are a male of at least 18 years old, you must be registered in the selected service system to receive FAFSA. Okay. Next question is if you have a driver's license. If you do, type it. If you don't, leave it empty. Now they're asking you about if you were in a foster care system or foster youth. Yes or no. Then your parents' education. You select the option, and if you don't know, select the unknown. Have you received a federal student aid? If you have, then yes. If you don't know, if you say yes, they're going to ask you if you've been convicted. Just keep asking the question. If you say yes, yes, then you are not eligible. If you say no, you just continue through the application. And that's pretty much it. Now they're going to ask you about your high school. You just have to type the name, then the city, and then the state. So you select the state where is the school from, and if your school is from a foreign country, you select foreign country. Just continuing through the application, and they're going to ask you for your school code, the federal code, and for BMCC the code is 002691. Just click search, you'll find the school and you will select it. After that you click next, and then you will select your housing plan. So if you live with your parents, select with parents. If you live on campus, you live on campus. In this case, BMCC doesn't have campus dormitories, so these options won't work, and that's pretty much how it goes. Then what's your marital status? You select your marital status. Then say asking you if you have children or dependents. If you do or no, you select yes or no, and then they will ask you about how many people live in your household. Will go to college. In this case, in my case, only one, which is me. Select next, and then they are disclaiming that I'm considered an independent student, which means that I don't need to provide my parents' information. So if you are a student that's younger than 24 years old, you will need to provide your parents' information, okay? We're gonna keep going. Now the application is asking me about my taxes for the 2018 taxes. If you did file taxes, select already completed. Then select the form that you filed. And after that, you're going to select how do you file. All this information is in your tax form, okay? So you have to find it. Then you have the option of linking to the IRS. This is the fastest way to input your taxes in this application. The thing is that you will need to proceed. In this case, this account is not allowed to proceed for the IRS. But if you are allowed, you just need to put your personal information one more time, such as your name, last name, the address. But in this case, it must be exactly as is in your tax form. So you're going to find your paper, a 1040 form for the correct year, and you're going to copy exactly as is written your information in here into the application, okay? Into here when you proceed. If you're able to proceed, then all your taxes are going to be done low, and that's pretty much it. But if you're not able to proceed, then you have to put your taxes manually. And it's pretty easy. You just need to find your tax paper and find the lines they're going to ask you. For example, in this case, they're asking you for line 7 of your 1040 form. So you're just go into your 1040 form and find the line 7 and put the number that's in the line 7. and you just keep going this way. They're gonna ask you line 1 from 1044, and you see right here it says schedule 1. So schedule 1 is one of the pages of the tax form. You just need to go through your tax package, and in the top left corner of the page, like right here where it say 1040, it will say like schedule 1, schedule 2, schedule 3. So that's the way you find the schedule, okay? And then you just find the line that the application is asking you for and add the numbers and put them down. Okay, if you have a schedule 1, say yes. If no, no, okay? If you say yes, then they're gonna ask you if you are a dislocated worker, which means if you are a self-employed. If you are not self-employed, no. If you do, yes. Okay. If you are not, you select all, any of these benefits that you may have received in these dates. If you haven't received any of them, none of the above. And just keep inputting the lines the application is asking you for. Right here, this part, this is other questions that you can still find in your form. Just keep checking the boxes. Keep checking the boxes. And then they're going to ask you about your assets. You can state that if these are the assets that you have, this number may vary, or they may ask you to type how much assets you have. But if you don't want to put it, just say no or put 0. Now they're asking you if you're a preparer. You are not preparer. If you want to know more about it, just click right here. Then this is the summary of the application. If you want to read it, just scroll down and check that everything is correct. If not, just close it and click next. After that, you're going to read to the application and sign it. Then submit it. And that's pretty much it. You submitted your FAFSA application. In this case, it doesn't appear for me, but for you, right here under this blue link that says print this page, under it would say apply for the HESC application, the New York State application, which is the top application. So if you want to apply for it, just click that link and continue.